right, I've been getting some really great questions from y'all, so I'm going to go through as many of them as I can here in my stories. So as far as doming or coning, this is like that bread loaf or football shape that appears in your abdomen, and it's happening for one of two reasons. Either you're creating outward pressure into your belly, or the way that you coordinate the layers of your abdominal muscles is recruiting more of the superficial six-pack muscles and less of the deep transverse abs. So to solve that problem, there's a lot of factors that you need to consider. You might have too much activity in your pelvic floor that is contributing to pushing pressure out into your belly because you can't relax your pelvic floor and let those muscles move down. Or you might not be getting enough recruitment of your pelvic floor, and that's also part of why you can't recruit your deeper abs. All right, I've gotten a couple of questions about what your pelvic floor does when you walk. So I'm going to share a previous post that I did with some ideas to think about on that one. Here it is. All right, for those of you wondering about how to relax your pelvic floor, the biggest part of this is coordinating your breathing with your pelvic floor, because you want your diaphragm to lower on your inhale. It puts a little bit of pressure on your abdominal contents that puts a little bit of pressure on your pelvic floor and helps it to lengthen. But there are also positions that you can coordinate this breathing with to further your ability to relax and lengthen those muscles, and there are endless positions that you can practice this in, but here are a few ideas to think about. Alright, if you need more ideas for strengthening your pelvic floor, here are two previous posts that I put together. The first one is more of a beginner pelvic floor, or if you have difficulty getting down on the floor, and then the second one is slightly more advanced and gives you options in different positions. This is a really good one, and I'm personally having trouble answering it because I actually used to have a mountain bike and a road bike. I love cycling, but we experienced an international move, and I got rid of both my bikes when we moved, and then while we were abroad I had triplets, and since we've moved back I haven't found an occasion to ride a bike, and I haven't bought a new one. So I don't have the equipment to demo it on for you, but maybe when I'm traveling sometime I will have to borrow someone so I can put together a better answer for you. But in short, you want to not focus that much on your pelvic floor. You want it to become automatic, and so in order to train it to be automatic, you want your pelvic floor to be coordinated with your breath. And if you're someone who has a hard time activating your pelvic floor, you want to be coordinating it with your effort on your pedal stroke. Your pelvic floor should lift up with your effort, but for most people, just letting it be automatic with your breathing. All right, I'm going to see if I can squeeze in some more of these. So this question was actually a two-parter that was asking, basically, should I be doing Kegels at a traffic light? And the answer is only in the very rare case where you cannot find your pelvic floor muscles and create that lift. But often when you can't find them, it's because you can't relax well. And so learning to relax and lengthen them and let them go helps you get better at being able to lift them, But pelvic floor muscles, no muscles work in isolation, and so just like tightening your quads over and over again and relaxing them does not make you a better squatter or runner or going up and down the stairs, contracting your pelvic floor in isolation isn't really functional. It doesn't tie into your movement, and your brain doesn't know how to carry it over into activity. So it's definitely not my favorite exercise. Alright, I'm going to put together a post for y'all about jumping, but essentially you want your pelvic floor to lengthen with your inhale and exhale right before you land so that it can lift, so your exhale has started and your pelvic floor can lift as you're pushing off. And then here is a previous post that I did on lifting. Okay, here's one of my favorite analogies in this post I'm going to link next to create a visual image to help you line up your ribs and your pelvic floor and know where they are in space and know where they are relative to each other, because this is definitely a big piece of the puzzle. Alright, and the last few that I haven't gotten to were squatting, pooping, and sneezing. So I'm going to link all previous posts on those topics to help y'all find some direction. But if you have more questions, please keep them coming, and I have more posts coming along these lines this week.
No, I don't wait for tomorrow. No, I won't give it a break. Don't need to beg, steal or borrow. Watch me as I walk this way. I'm busy building an empire. Don't really care what you say. It's all gonna be good. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. Nothing now. It's all gonna be good. So breathe like you know you should. Yeah, breathe till you've understood. Sneeze on you. It's the sound I do. Sneeze all over you.